Scipio Africanus and Attila the Hun are two of the most iconic military figures of the ancient world, separated by centuries but remembered with equal awe. Scipio Africanus, born in 236 BCE to the patrician Cornelii Scipionis family, grew up during the peak of the Roman Republic when its institutions were strong and its military ethos was one of discipline, endurance, and civic responsibility. He grew up during the terrifying years of Hannibal's invasion, seeing firsthand the Roman defeats at Trebia, Lake Trasimene, and Cannae. Attila the Hun, born around 406 CE, came from a different world. He rose to power in a crumbling Roman world that had changed dramatically since Scipio's day. Attila and his brother Bleda inherited leadership of the Hunnic Empire, ruling over a vast and diverse group of steppe tribes. After murdering Bleda to establish sole rule, Attila unleashed a reign of terror on the Eastern and Western Roman empires. Regarding military capabilities, Scipio and Attila represent two distinct command styles. Scipio was a professional soldier and strategist. His greatest strength was adapting, learning from his enemies, and incorporating new concepts into Roman doctrine. After defeating Carthage's forces in Spain, he persuaded the Roman Senate to allow him to move the war to Africa. There, he allied with Massinissa, the Numidian prince, and launched a campaign that culminated in the Battle of Zama in 202 BC. At Zama, Scipio met Hannibal, who had returned from Italy with his battle-hardened veterans. Scipio triumphed by neutralizing Hannibal's elephants, maintaining formation discipline and performing a double envelopment maneuver when his cavalry returned to the battlefield. This victory marked the end of the Second Punic War and elevated Scipio to national hero status. Scipio possessed numerous strengths, including discipline, foresight, charisma, and the ability to command respect from both Roman and allied troops. He was admired for his dignity, self-control, and generosity. He spared cities whenever possible, treated defeated enemies with dignity, and governed prudently. His alliance with Massinissa exemplified his political acumen, and his diplomacy ensured Rome's local support in Africa. However, Scipio also had flaws. His aristocratic upbringing and confidence occasionally led to arrogance. Following his victories, he grew increasingly detached from the Roman Senate, adopting a more Hellenistic leadership style that alarmed traditionalists. Accusations of corruption and misappropriation of funds followed him after his brother Lucius Scipio's campaigns in the East, and despite never being convicted, he chose to retire early due to disillusionment. He died in quiet exile in Laternum around 183 BCE, reportedly refusing burial in Rome because he was disgusted by the city's ingratitude. In terms of accomplishments, Scipio left a stable Roman Republic and an empire in the making. His defeat of Carthage eliminated Rome's most significant external threat, paving the way for expansion into Spain, North Africa, and eventually, the Hellenistic East. Subsequent Roman generals, including Julius Caesar, studied his military reforms and successes. He personified the Roman ideal of the citizen soldier and demonstrated that strategy, discipline, and alliances could triumph over brute force. In historical memory, Scipio is revered as Rome's savior, but frequently overshadowed by his greatest rival, Hannibal. Meanwhile, Attila is remembered as a fearsome barbarian warlord. To the Romans and later Christian chroniclers, he was a tool of divine punishment sent to humble a wicked world. In contemporary culture, he is portrayed as a ruthless destroyer and a tragic hero fighting imperial decay. So who fared better? From a military standpoint, Scipio balanced strategic vision, tactical flexibility, and long-term state building. He succeeded not only in defeating Rome's enemies, but also in ensuring Rome's dominance. Attila was a terrifying force of nature, an expert at psychologically breaking down enemies, and a genius at leading mobile warfare. Still, he lacked the structure and ambition to leave a lasting legacy beyond fear. Scipio built and defended civilization. Attila was its adversary, nightmare, and temporary demise. In the end, Scipio Africanus emerges as the more complete leader, not only for his battlefield victories but also for his role in shaping the world that came after. While Attila left ruins, Scipio established an empire,